What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to shoot a quick video real quick. I'm actually getting ready to head to Kentucky. We're heading out at the end of this week. So me and my wife are leaving for a trip tomorrow. And then when I get back, as soon as I get back, we're hooking up the camper and we're rolling out to Kentucky. So trying to get all my stuff in order, get everything ready to go before Saturday gets here. And that way, whenever we get home, I can load up and roll out. Kind of prepping my kill kit again because I used it on last Sunday, whenever I killed that buck. So I'm trying to prep my kill kit again, kind of figure out, get everything situated on that again. So I just wanted to go through it real quick, some different ideas that I use for my kill kit that make it easier when you get out there, when you got one on the ground, whether it's 2 miles from the truck or a half mile from the truck. It definitely makes it easier no matter what you're doing. So I'll show that stuff to you guys real quick, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. All right, guys, so here's pretty much everything I keep in my kill kit right here. This is including my game bag, my tarp, pretty much everything. So I'll kind of go through everything one by one and just kind of explain the purpose that I use for it and how I think it benefits my kill kit. So number one is my tarp. So this is just a basic like 7x7 tarp from Amazon. It's actually like a rain fly, I think, for like hammock camping. And all I did was I took a piece of like super cheap cord, wrapped around it. It's like 10 foot long. So what that does is allows me to kind of tie it off if it's a windy day, kind of keep my tarp from blowing over and just getting kind of crazy on me. Also helps for just wrapping it up and keeping it tight. Number two is I use a Mr. Ranch Pentler for my packout bag, really just the frame. And this game bag from Mr. Ranch fits right on my frame, and so I don't have to worry about it slipping and sliding around no matter how tight I got my straps. It attaches directly to the frame. There's little pockets right here. You can see that. Uses these little pockets right here on each side, and then it attaches to the frame. It has nice handles you can pick it up with. It's a nice bag. So I just used this on Saturday, so it's I got it clean, pretty clean, as clean as you can, a game bag, and so I think that's a good game bag there. Usually for deer around here, you know, our deer around here, like that deer I killed on Saturday was probably, or Sunday was probably less than 125, 30 pounds, somewhere around there. So, you know, they're not very big. So by the time, I always bone my meat out. So by the time you bone it out and by the time you get it ready to go, you can fit everything in that bag. And then what I'll do is for any bigger animals, like if I kill a big deer that has, you know, it's just a really big bodied animal, if I have a lot of extra meat, I've vacuum sealed 2 other game bags. So I've got 2 pretty good sized game bags right here, vacuum sealed. Just keeps them from getting wet and nasty. They live in this pack all the time, so you know, if I need them, they're always there, and I can just open them up, get them out, and use them. Didn't have to use them on Sunday on that buck, so most likely, you know, usually don't have to use them. Next is I keep some extra blades for my outdoor edge, just a simple outdoor edge razor light, just really simple knife. I actually carry one of these in my pocket pretty much every day, so that's a great knife just to have around. And also it has the replaceable blade, so I'll throw a few extra blades in the bag for that. That keeps a really sharp knife for getting that skin off, you know, just to make it super simple. And then also I carry a razor light or a flipping blaze from Outdoor Edge. This is an older one of their models that I've had for years, and I've used it on tons of animals. Still holding the edge good. You know, just been a good knife. It's got this little gut hook that you flip out, and it's just a pretty lightweight knife. Keep a couple of dude wipes that are in the little packages that stay dry, so I don't have to carry around a whole pack of dude wipes. Just a couple of these to wipe your hands off at the end. But to prevent that issue from really being necessary, I usually keep 3 pairs of rubber gloves in the pack, just because you never know when you might need rubber gloves. It really helps keep the sight clean, keep your hands clean, so that way when you're walking out, you're not walking out with dried blood all over you. You know, sometimes you don't always need that, but if you get a bloody shot, you know, where you have a lot of blood on the meat, it's definitely nice to have a pair of gloves. So I'll throw a couple pairs of gloves in there. This is something I've actually never used. It's an ultralight gear. It's like an ultralight deer hoist. So you can actually, they say you can hoist a deer up with this. It's got a couple little pulleys in there, some Dynaglide, and then, so it's got a couple of pulleys and Dynaglide, like a lock device for the Dynaglide. It actually comes with a little bone saw. So it's a pretty cool little outfit. Never really used it much, so I'm not sure how it works. I've watched some videos, like I could set it up, but I've just never found the need. Usually I clean my deer on the ground. We'll cut them up on one side, flip them over, cut them up on the other, and then pack them out. So there's that. This is something that I got last year that I have not used. It's the Raptor razor, and it's a really cool set. Got some really nice blades on here, and it seems to be a high quality. So I'll probably throw those in the pack this year. I want to try these out when we go to Kentucky, hopefully, if we kill something, and see how I like these. They're a little on the heavy side, but you can hold all your extra blades in here. It's got these big pieces, these big T-handle things that go in there that basically hold everything together. So that's your Raptor razor. Pretty cool little outfit there. Haven't used it, but I'm excited to try it out this year. And then I usually keep this cheap Outdoor Edge set in the bag as well, just because if you have 2 or 3 people there, it always makes it go faster if you have a couple people cutting up the deer at the same time. This thing has a little knife sharpener in it, and it weighs pretty much nothing. So it's a great little set to keep around, and it just makes it nice to have an extra knife. And then this is for my Mr. Ranch bag. It's like it's a front holder, so it creates basically a pocket to slide the deer's head into. I actually didn't have this with me last Sunday. I forgot to put it in my bag, but I've actually never used this. I bought this, and plus it just gives a little bit extra blaze orange when you're walking out with a set of antlers on your back. Doesn't have just a ton of, that way you're not just a walking target out there on public land. So yeah, that's pretty much all I keep in my kill kit. So I'll wrap all this together, I'll put it into the Mr. Ranch bag, and then I keep the Mr. Ranch bag in my truck. I actually don't ever hike in with my kill kit, just because the way that I operate is, when I go in, I'm going in as light as possible, so nothing stops me, nothing slows me down from going deeper if I want to go deeper, or, climbing the next ridge, whatever. So I want to carry as little weight in as possible when I go to hunt. And then when I come out from my hunt, I'm ready to roll. I've got everything kind of ready to go at the truck. I just throw the bag on, drop my other stuff off, and get rolling back into the woods. Some people might say, well, you have to make 2 trips if you do it that way, yada yada, and I'm fine with that. Most of the terrain I hunt is rough terrain, but it's not like unbearable. Like we can get in there and hike it. It's not that bad. So I'll hike it, and I don't mind making 2 trips in, just because it saves me the way when I'm actually hunting. And the 1 out of 30 time that you actually need to come back and make a second trip, I'd rather do that than make 30 trips in with all the back, with all this stuff, and not really need it. So that's just the way I operate. I know some guys have probably different opinions on stuff and that kind of stuff, and that's cool. You do whatever you want. Here's the bag I use. It's pretty much just a Mr. Ranch Pentler. It's a great bag. I've had this thing for probably going on 4 years now. Used it to pack out a lot of animals. Used it for all kind of different hiking trips, elk hunting, all that kind of stuff. It's got a frame that you can interchange the bag. So I've got a bigger bag for elk hunting and that kind of stuff. But for this, for whitetails and stuff, this Pentler bag is actually perfect. It's not too big, and it keeps it pretty light. So this is the bag I like. The frame is great. It's got a carbon fiber frame in it, so it's super lightweight. It's pretty fairly priced bag, so it's not extremely expensive. Here's the bag. This couple pockets up here, I'll usually leave them pretty empty. So it's got these 2 slide pockets that run right along the sides of the bag. You can see this right here. I'll usually throw this in one of them. This is my game bag. And then I'll throw my tarp in the other, just because they're kind of cylinder shaped items. Kind of fill out the bag a little bit, make me be able to cinch it down better. Then this is my kill kit with my knives and all that in it. So I'll throw that just at the bottom. And then I'll throw this piece on there. This is just something that I can attach to the bag once I have killed something. And these straps are super important. I actually need to probably just attach these to the bag. So these straps cross at the top, and this is what makes it where you can strap like a head, deer head or whatever, to the top of the bag without it falling out on you. So I'll throw these on there, and that's pretty much it. So overall, probably weighs about 5 pounds total, 5 to 7 pounds total. And I can, get this thing packed out with a deer, and I can pack out an entire deer on my back. So I know I can do it completely by myself if I need to. And that's pretty much it. So